Alright, so now what I have to do is I've got to take off the, we're doing the clutch master cylinder, so I've got to remove this lower plastic trim piece, which is a bolt over here and then one over here, and we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, I got a couple clips up here for the electronic components. For your trunk release and your dimmer and whatever else you have over here, but this panel's got to come off too. But all right, let's go. All right, so now this is our clutch pedal. It's going up. Follow that there bar over. We gotta get rid of this. We gotta pull this pin up there. Gonna get it out of there, and that'll release the master cylinder, this rod going through there, and then we'll be ready to move onwards. Well, I tried to take a video of it, but didn't work out. There it is. It's removed. I took out the cotter pin, and I put the dowel back in there and the cotter pin back in there. As you can see, the master cylinder's removed. So here we go. It's still moving. All right, so now we're gonna remove the master cylinder from the outside, and it should be able to pull through now that we've removed that cotter pin after we take out a few bolts. We're replacing this completely, so I'm not too worried about damaging it or whatever. Alright team, so this is the sound tube, routes all the way down. You can see it all the way down, right down here. It goes inside the cabin right there. There's really no point in this other than to make your car sound super, and that's up for debate. Either way, we're gonna get it going, and see if I can. Going. Weight reduction, stage 5. Alright, so now we're gonna basically remove this bracket right here that protects the fuel lines, and then also down there, well, down there, we're gonna undo that bracket because we're gonna relocate that down to the sway bar bracket. So might as well just disconnect these things while we're in there. So alright, well, you saw it. This is where we stand. So what we did today, the noise tube, the clutch master cylinder, the covers and brackets. I'm debating on how far I want to remove the harness just yet, because I really don't know what comes with the wiring solutions. So we'll see how far I'm going to go with that. And then yeah, I do know that we're going to have to bend these, either that or replace, full on replace them. So that's only a matter of time. I think the AC line is eventually going to go out. That low pressure line right there is eventually going to be moved and pulled. But yeah, progress still being made. Let's go. take this guy off. Let's see if there's anything in here. Alright, so I was going to take the water pump off, but I don't think I'm going to because it's pretty easy access from the front of the car. And I may just hold off on that until I get everything dry fit and in there. And then, of course, we'll do the thermostat, and which is here. And then the water pump we'll do later. Instead, right now, I think I'm going to focus on taking the transmission apart, doing the CAGs, and the reverse lockout, delete, and then I'm going to analyze these clutch lines. I'll go from there. Things we just found. There's a pretty decent leak going on here. I don't think it's from that. It looks like it might be from something down low over there. Also, got the part number now for this ACT clutch. So we should be able to identify it. And then we're still moving along. Also, why didn't you guys tell me I left a bolt? Jeez. But yeah, cool starter. We're moving along, man. Moving right along. Yep, there you have it. So, all that debris inside there, nastiness, boom, remain. And it looks like it's been leaking for a hot minute, which, you know, I can't blame them. It's a pain in the butt to replace. So, also triple puck or 6 puck, which I don't know how good a shape that's in. Honestly, like, I'm a little concerned about it because, I mean, there's some pretty good scoring on that puppy. I might end up either having to have this resurfaced, or it might be just cheaper just to get a full-on new one. Man, yeah. I don't know. I'm not a clutch expert, so give me some insights, folks. But there you go. That's where we'd be leaking from. So the oil pan's got to come off. Well, it's going to come off because we're going to go ahead and replace it. But there's 2 bolts, one here, that go from the bottom up into this plate for the rear main. I got to take those off. So I got to access that. Starter's got to come off. Well, not for the rear main, but it's got to come off anyways if I'm taking off the oil pan. So stuff has to happen. as you can see, got the bell housing off. It's dirty, remain, blah. I'm gonna clean it. I decided to separate it from the transmission so that I could make it easier on myself to clean. But everything's freezing out. I was just gonna clean it with hose and paper towel and some WD. As you can see, I'm wire wheeling with a brass wire wheel so that I'm not scuffing the surface up too much. And that way I can get all this gunk off because it looks like it's been collecting for a hot minute. So, as you can see, right down there at the bottom, that's where I didn't get yet. So, it's pretty dirty. Just go. I don't really have advice, but I will say I'm glad that I just went ahead and took off the clutch and flywheel so that I could inspect it and see exactly where that leak was coming from. I didn't know there was a leak until I took that bottom bolt out of the transmission, that one underneath the starter. And then I saw oil on it and I was like, oh, here we go. So glad I did. Either way, we're gonna go ahead and change it. I'm still on the fence about what I'm gonna do about the clutch, but we'll go for it. As you can see, she's a bit dirty from that oil leak, but the bell housing, you know, just getting the gunk out. I had to break the surface a little bit with the wire wheel, but I need more at brake cleaner. God, I love CRC. If you guys get a chance, if you guys use brake cleaner, this is my jam, that stuff. But yeah, I'm not worried about the clutch and the pressure plate over there or the flywheel because I'm gonna end up replacing them. So you guys probably saw me soaking those down. Don't really care. I don't really know how good a 6-puck is for daily driving, so I'm not gonna use that again. So I'm probably gonna do another ACT because I know it's gonna work well. But next time I think we're gonna do for the next video, this is probably gonna wrap this one up. For the next one, we're gonna end up doing the rear main seal plate, the whole thing. I have the whole kit. Just need to get some RTV for the bottom, and then we'll probably do the oil pan gasket as well. As you can see, I have, if you can see it, it's over here somewhere. I have my engine stand. So we're gonna go ahead and set that up. When we're done, get the motor up on there. I need to get the hoist off of my FA20 and then be good to go. But made big progress, obviously. And I need more cleaner, so let's keep going.